So the Netflix story begins quite a distance in the past. Reed and I had this idea. We said, what about rental? It's an $8 billion business. And even better, people hate it. There's gotta be some way that we can do this better.
Pre-Blockbuster, most video stores were small mom and pop operations in bad strip centers. And then Blockbuster came along and literally decided they were gonna be the superstore of video stores.
Waiting in line at a Blockbuster, we were willing to beat that down.
Being mad when the 5 movies were already gone, and then having to pay your late fees.
The innovations that come in different technologies usually come from some entrepreneur.
That challenge of launching the company, introducing something to the world that nobody had ever known that they wanted.
You've got this sort of $8 billion company that's reaching 65 million people a year, and you've got this little company in Silicon Valley who's going to apparently destroy us.
We were just looking at this small company growing almost triple-digit growth in Netflix, but it was still pretty small at that period of time.
So Reed Hastings used to joke that you could walk around with a tin can and have people drop $50 million on you. And after the bottom fell out in 2000, that was not the case.
And the obvious strategic alternative was Blockbuster.
I could see why someone would take a look at a business of Netflix and say, I don't think that's something we want to mess with.
I mean, at the time, the stock went down to $1.50. There was a lot of questions if we were going to survive 3 major attacks from Amazon, Blockbuster, and Walmart.
We always believed that anybody could get into this, but that nobody else could make money and offer the services successfully as we did.
Netflix is not changing the global market, it's totally revolutionizing it.
Either you hate it or you love it.
I remember seeing this big billboard with Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, and I was like, what is this new show? HBO was kind of vying for that as well, but Netflix threw $100 million at it for 2 seasons. I was like, wow, they just outpunched HBO.
Warner Brothers was an $84 billion deal. Fox is a $90 billion deal. So Netflix is worth more than Warner Brothers, HBO, and Fox combined. That's crazy.
All the tech giants are competing with Netflix in one way or another. Amazon is doing it very directly. YouTube now is YouTube TV.
I think Netflix has a head start on both acquiring the customers, and they've got a head start on creating their own unique content.
As long as people like consuming entertainment, there's going to be a place for a company like Netflix.
Hi, I'm awesome filmmaker and director of Netflix vs. the World, Sean Coffin, and thank you so much for checking out our Kickstarter trailer. We've actually shot the whole film already on beautiful 4K. We have a working cut, but with your help, we'll be able to polish the final product with awesome animation, sound effects, and a great score. Some of the stories you'll learn about are like when Netflix started in an old bank vault in Scotts Valley, California, the one time they accidentally sent Chinese porn to some of their customers, and that moment in history when they said, hey, Quickster, that's a good idea. With your money, we're gonna be able to make an awesome film, and it's totally independent. We don't have anyone backing us except for you. So thank you for your time, and guess what? We'll also sneak in a little peek about how Blockbuster started and why it failed.